Hey there, excited to chat with you today about ROI and books. So thinking about time invested, money invested, and what your return is going to be on that money and time invested, and really why you should think beyond just royalties and the money you'll make for book sales and think bigger about what your book is going to do for you and your business. So hi, I'm Dr. Beth Brombos of Blogger to Author, and I'm a #1 best-selling author. I help my clients turn their content into a book or otherwise help them get their thoughts together so that they can create and self-publish a nonfiction book that will help them grow their businesses. And those books help in a lot of ways, but I know a lot of the people I talk to, and especially entrepreneurs, bloggers, really wherever you identify yourself, whatever box you feel like you fit in, a lot of you think about your book in terms of only book sales. You really focus on, okay, how much money am I going to make directly by selling my book? How much am I going to get paid in royalties from Amazon every month? Or how much is going to be in my PayPal account if I sell my book on my website, that sort of thing. And yes, royalties absolutely do make up a part of what is your income. It's a income stream. It's a largely passive income stream once the book is out there, aside from any promotion you want to do to get more sales of your book. But it certainly does help your bottom line, but that's not the only way your book is going to help your bottom line. And I think a lot of, again, whether you're a blogger or a business owner, I think a lot of you will get a better idea of what kind of ROI you're going to get for time and money put in your book when you think about the big picture, when you think beyond royalties. So a book is just an amazing addition to your book or to your business and everything you do. And so first and foremost, you can't discount some of the things that are intangible but incredibly important. And that's your book as something to set you apart as a thought leader in your niche. Your book as something to help you build authority and credibility really instantaneously just by having that book. And it's especially true when your book gets into print or when you use a print on demand service like CreateSpace, or there are several others out there. And when you actually have that physical book, again, that authority and credibility building is even stronger because people see this book that you can sell in a bookstore. It just adds another level of credibility to what you do. So I really don't think you should discount how a book can really up-level how people see you and how they perceive you, really how they experience where you're at with your business and your expertise, and just how much you know about what you do and what kind of value you bring to them. A book is going to add to all of that. Your book is also a really great part of your sales funnel or of your overall business. So like I mentioned, or what the scenario I just mentioned, people don't even have to buy your book for you to get that added credibility and authority and just people looking at you differently when you have your book. If they're willing to spend a little bit of money and get your book, you can get even better results. And again, this is even beyond what you're making in terms of the royalty or in terms of, again, payment going into your bank account or your PayPal account, that sort of thing. So if you think about, let's just take, for example, the last nonfiction book you read, and especially if you're like me and you read a lot of business books, that sort of thing, think about the relationship that you now feel that you have in your head with the person who wrote that book. Do you feel like you know them better? Do you feel like you have more an affinity for them? And is that stronger than when you started reading the book? My guess is yes, because if you're reading their book, you're usually spending at least a couple of hours with that book, with that content. And if you are, or the author is, providing value throughout the book, they're helping the reader get some wins, they're helping the reader figure something out, mentally, physically, or, actually walking them through something step by step, whatever it is. When you help your reader with your book, it creates this really deep connection because you are helping them. Again, whether that's something that is you're helping them get unstuck mindset wise, or maybe you are helping them, like I said, learn how to do something new that they can put into practice. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you're helping them and you're building trust. You're building that know, like, trust factor that you'll hear a lot of entrepreneurs talk about. You're doing that really quickly and efficiently with a book, and it's much easier to build a relationship like that than it is to have somebody following you on social media, or to have somebody listening to your podcast or watching videos faster than some of the other media. Definitely having somebody, it's a lot faster to get somebody to know you watching a live video than it is, say, subscribing to your Instagram feed or liking you on Facebook, that sort of thing. But still, a book is also a really efficient way to do that. And you make a little bit of money selling your book at the same time, which you don't with live video usually. Most people don't pay to watch your video. Anyway, so that's something to think about. And then you can think about also how a book is going to fit into your overall business and what you can do with people who have read your book and they now have a deep affinity for you and they want to buy more. And I know a lot of business owners who have a book as a really successful part in their sales funnel. A person gets to know them through a lead magnet, gets sent a couple of emails, maybe sits on their list for a month or two, possibly, maybe longer, maybe shorter. And at some point, that person gets persuaded to buy their book. Because the person has bought something, it automatically makes them a warmer prospect than somebody who hasn't bought anything. And if you listen to people who are, business strategists, that sort of thing, a lot of them will say that it's easier to convert somebody who's already paid and get them to buy more stuff from you than it is to get somebody who hasn't bought anything from you to buy something. So when somebody's bought your book, they're in that level where they are more likely to buy more from you. So if you have services you sell, if you have a course you sell, or maybe it's just a downloadable program that's a little bit more information, or maybe it's a bigger ebook with more resources, whatever it is that you have that's at that next level above the book, in terms of commitment, in terms of sales price, that sort of thing. Somebody who buys your book is going to be more likely to then buy the other things you do. Again, whether it's products, services, whatever you've got, they're going to be warmer prospects and they're going to be really good leads for other aspects of your business. And that can wind up being very, very lucrative, far beyond what you would make with royalties. A few dollars you could make with royalties. If somebody signs up for your course, you can be making hundreds of dollars. If somebody signs up for a bigger services package with you or a bigger coaching package with you, for example, that could be thousands of dollars, or even, more figures depending on the size of the packages you put together. So just keep in mind that an investment of time or money in putting your book together is more than just the money you're going to make with book sales. And so your ROI can be a lot bigger than, again, when you think about when you get royalties from Amazon, for example, or again, just the ebook sales off of your website with whatever you're using, whether that is PayPal or Gumroad, or doesn't really matter for the sake of this discussion, I guess. But just sit down if you are considering writing a book and think about all the things that a book is going to do monetarily, not monetarily, whether it's elevating you above everybody else in your niche. Books have, for my clients, certainly led to more speaking opportunities, which then allows them to get into a new audience of people who buy their book and sign up for their services, that sort of thing. So a book does so much more than just bring you income in terms of book sales. So when you're deciding, again, how to spend your time and your money, keep that in mind, because I think that's a really important thing to remember. Before I sign off, I'll let you know that today is the last day to sign up for the Blogger to Author course. Things are ramping up today, but if you want to sign up today, we can still get you onboarded and going. You can learn more about that at bloggertoauthor.com/course. If you have more, or I guess if you have no time to do that and you still need help putting together your book, you know it's really important, feel free to shoot me a message about my done for you services. I'd love to hop on a call, see how much you already have done, and see how I can help you out. I'll warn you, I may not be able to get to it until June. I've got a lot of prospective clients sort of in the in my to-do list, I guess, for lack of a better term here. Sorry, I'm struggling. I don't do as well in the afternoons. My brain gets a little foggy. But yes, so if you're interested in those done for you services, shoot me a message. I'd love to hop on a call with you and learn more about your vision for your book and to hear how I can help out with that. And again, the Blogger to Author course, which teaches you to DIY everything. So that'll save you a little bit of money, and it will save you time too, because it really just cuts it down to, okay, these are the things you need to do, and it cuts out the stuff you don't need to do. Learn more about that course at bloggertoauthor.com/course. Again, today is the last day to sign up. All right. Have a great day, and until next time, happy writing.